Hello, welcome to eCBSE online classes. In this video, we'll be covering quadratic equations for class 10th. The topic is few problems on finding roots of quadratic equations. It is part B1 video in the series on quadratic equations. Let's take a look at a problem. We're asked to find two consecutive positive integers, sum of whose squares is 365. Let's assume that x and x plus 1 are those numbers. It means that x square plus x plus 1 whole square is equal to 365. We know that x plus 1 whole square can be written as x square plus 2x plus 1, right? So the whole equation now becomes x square plus 2x plus 1 equal to 365. This can be simplified and rearranged as 2x square plus 2x minus 364 equal to 0, right? Since it is in the form of ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, we can say that it is a quadratic equation. And if you observe this particular equation, this has got 2 as a common factor across all the terms, right? So let's take 2 as a common factor out so that you can write it as 2 times x square plus x minus 182 equal to 0. It essentially means that x square plus x minus 182 equal to 0. We have to now solve this particular equation to find the positive integer. How do you do it? We use the method called splitting the middle term method. It suggests that we have to find two numbers p and q such that p plus q is equal to coefficient of x and pq is equal to product of remaining coefficient. It means we have to find p and q such that p plus q is equal to 1 and pq is equal to minus 182, right? Let's do that now. By finding factors of 182, we can solve x square plus x minus 182 equal to 0, right? 182 can be written as 2 times 91 and 91 can be written as 7 times 13, right? So if you write factors of 182, 182 equal to 2 into 7 into 13. This can be written as 14 into 13, right? Now minus 182 is equal to 14 times minus 13. So their sum is 1. It is exactly meeting our requirements. So now we can write x square plus x minus 182 as x square plus 14x minus 13x minus 182. If you observe, the middle term in the original equation, that is plus x, is now split into two components, that is plus 14x minus 13x, right? When you take x as common factor from first two terms and minus 13 as common factor from last two terms, you get an equation like this. This can be further rearranged to write it as x plus 14 times x minus 13. Please take a note of that. X square plus x minus 182 equal to 0 now can be written as x plus 14 times x minus 13 equal to 0. This particular equation holds true only when x plus 14 equal to 0 or x minus 13 equal to 0, right? X plus 14 equal to 0 means x is going to be minus 14. X minus 13 equal to 0 means x is going to be 13, right? Now we can say that minus 14 and 13 are the roots of x square plus x minus 182 equal to 0. This particular equation given, right? So let's take a note of that. If you observe, one of the numbers, one of the roots is negative number, whereas the problem statement talks about consecutive positive integers. Means we have to only look at 13 as the option, since 13 is a positive integer. So let me assume that x equal to 13, then x plus 1 is going to be 14, right? Let's now verify whether sum of these two numbers squares is going to be 365 or not. Let's do that. So x square plus x plus 1 whole square now can be written as 13 square plus 14 square, that is equal to 365. So this is exactly matching our requirement, meaning We have found two consecutive positive integers, those are 13 and 14, and sum of their squares is 365. This is what exactly we are asked to find, right? Let's take a look at another problem now. Altitude of a right triangle is 7 centimeters less than its base. If hypotenuse is equal to 13 centimeters, then we are asked to find other two sides. Let's assume that length of base of given triangle is x centimeters. Then automatically altitude is going to be x minus 7 centimeters. Please take a note of that. And hypotenuse is given, that is equal to 13 centimeters, right? If you draw a triangle with all the given values, then you get a right triangle like this. And we know that Pythagoras theorem suggests that square of hypotenuse is equal to sum of squares of other two sides, right? Let's write now 13 square is equal to x square plus x minus 7 whole square. We know that x minus 7 whole square can be written as x square minus 14x plus 49, right? So the total equation is going to be x square minus 14x plus 49 equal to 169. Let's simplify it such that you get 2x square minus 14x minus 120 is equal to 0. It is in the form of ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, right? That's why we can say that it is a quadratic equation. And if you observe this particular equation, 2 can be taken out as a common factor from each of the terms, such that the equation can now be written as 2 times x square minus 7x minus 60 equal to 0, right? It means that we have to solve x square minus 7x minus 60 equal to 0 to find the values of base and altitude of the given right triangle. Please take a note of that. Let's do that by finding factors of 60. 60 can be written as 2 times 30. 30 can be written as 2 times 15. 15 can be written as 3 times 5, right? So 60 factors, we can write it like 2 into 2 into 3 into 5. This can be rearranged and written as 12 times 5, right? So minus 60 can be written as 5 times minus 12. And their sum is equal to minus 7. It is exactly meeting our requirement. So we can now split the middle term, that is minus 7x, such that we can write the equation as x square plus 5x minus 12x minus 60. If I take x as a common factor from first two terms and minus 12 as common factor from last two terms, what I get is this. And this can be further rearranged to write it as x plus 5 times x minus 12, right? So now the given equation x square minus 7x minus 60 equal to 0 can be written as x plus 5 times x minus 12 equal to 0. It means x plus 5 can be 0, meaning x equal to minus 5, or x minus 12 is going to be 0, it means x equal to 12, right? So now we can say that minus 5 and 12 are roots of x square minus 7x minus 60 equal to 0, right? Please take a note of that. But here you have to understand one thing. Minus 5 is a negative number. If I assume x to be a negative number, this is not appropriate because you cannot have a length of one side of a triangle a negative number. That's why we have to choose 12 as x. So length of base is going to be x equal to 12 centimeters. This is one of the questions asked. Then altitude is going to be x minus 7, that is equal to 5 centimeters. This is another thing we are asked to find, right? Length of base is going to be 12 centimeters and altitude is 5 centimeters and hypotenuse is 13 centimeters. This forms a right triangle. I hope you like the video. Please subscribe to our channel ECBSC Online Classes on YouTube and follow us on Facebook. Thank you.